Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yanifa Yedu, also known as Miss Honey Drop. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Sorry, I'm a bit overwhelmed. I've got gadgets giving me headache. Mercury retrograde classic. Yeah. But anywho, if you've not already subscribed, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Follow me for more content. I apologize for not being consistent. Trust me, I just finished filming behind the scenes. I'm not sure if I'm going to post it yet. I mentioned it even in there, but when I decide if I would or wouldn't. Yeah. Anyway, today I'm going to be answering some of the questions that I have been asked. And yeah. Some of them have been recurring questions, so I feel like it is worth answering. And my nails just came off. That's just great. What a day. What more could go wrong today? Anyway, the first question. See, everything you're seeing in real time. I'm not even, there is no edit going on here. Yanifa, can akosejaiye be done for an adult? Also, how does an adult know the ojo that gave birth to him or her? So I had to write this out because never mind it because anyway, this person asked me this question. They sent me a WhatsApp message actually asking me if akosejaiye can be done for an adult. No, akosejaiye can be done for an adult. Akosejaiye is done for babies. And it is done within a certain period. In some regions in the Yoruba tribe, some regions done in 3 days. Some other region is done in the first 7 days. I don't know why I feel like yawning, but I'm fighting it. So it is done for newborns, not adults. So once you're an adult, you need to do itefa. You can't do akosejaiye anymore. Akosejaiye is only done for little babies. Even the babies, like I said, it has to be done within a certain period of time so that the first few days of being on earth, the information is still very strong. Anywho, the next question. Can I check my akosejaiye with tarot? Someone spoke about it on TikTok. Guys, man, like when certain questions are asked, I'm like, is this person being for real? Are they trying to whine me or are they really asking? But I'm going to take it that they're really asking and just answer it. So, can akosejaiye be done with tarot? No. No. How is that clear enough? The culture in which tarot as a divination tool was created is different from isheshe. Tarot cards came from French courts. The European, that's where its origin is from, the European. But it's got some symbols that has to do with Western Kabbalah, esoteric symbols from Kabbalah, from Kabbalistic spirituality or mythology. So you can't use that for akosejaiye. How now? Hey, you people. But then again, I can't even blame the person because they really just, they don't know. And then there's an idiot on TikTok, I don't even know who the flip that person is, telling them that you can do akosejaiye with tarot card. Like, what demon possessed you? Why do you have to give people wrong information, misinformation? I want to cry. Why? Why you gotta do that? Just so you can trend? I don't know, to be relevant? Why? That is unfair to those who are listening to you because they really don't know and they follow this bullshit you tell them on TikTok. Isheshe is a different culture entirely. Dude, what is even Isheshe? Oh, God. Isheshe is Yoruba spiritual system. It has nothing to do with tarot cards. I do tarot reading. I do Idafa. I don't bamo bafoshun. I don't use this tool for the other one. I've got Okpele. I've got loads of different types of tarot cards and oracle cards. Completely different system from Idafa. Make sense? The same way astrology is different from tarot. Numerology is different from astrology. And so on and so forth. People do bone reading. I don't do bone reading. People do cowrie reading in different parts of the world in different ways, which we call endilogun owero. I do that, but I prefer using okpele. Just personal preference. You know, I've got the thing at home as well. But why in God's name would you deceive people and tell them they can do akosejaiye with tarot for a baby? Why? Akosejaiye, you have to put the baby on the okmofa with their leg and all that. The kini yerosun on the okmofa. There is a process. There are ways these things are done. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on it because I think the more I talk about it, I'm just going to get irritated more and more. Okay. Another TikTok problem. Next question. See, I'm not even being funny. This is another question on thingy. I was told on TikTok live I can do my ibori by myself. How? Someone came to me quite recently. I think this is just like about a month ago. And then they said, "Oh, Yanifa, please, I'm trying to remember how she framed the question. By the way, this is it's kind of like the same thing because she came from TikTok live as well. So I'm guessing maybe it's the same misinformation. Same person misinformed them. And she said, how do I know the things that I need to get so that I can do my ibori? And I'm like, what do you mean you can do your ibori? I'm going to do your ibori for you. And I'm like, no, I want to do it myself. And I'm like, it's okay. So why did you come to me if you already know what you need to do? I don't understand what my role in this whole thing is, because the whole idea of you coming is so I could do the ibori for you. But now you're saying you want to do it yourself. So why did you come in the first place? These people give you this BS nonsensical information without telling you. How do you even know what you really want? You go and carry concom. Oh, Elefi concom bori. It's not a lie. Elelo. Honestly, I don't remember. They tell them all kinds of stuff that they can use. And then people are like, oh, I did not see any change. You can't see changes. Kishekwe. First of all, ibori is not something you do for yourself. I've mentioned this before, that even a babalawo, and I've said it before, come, agbawo, come and quote me and say what I said is wrong. Any babalawo that wants to do ibori will find another babalawo close to them in their vicinity. A friend, a family, a co-babalawo, whatever, that knows about this whole thing, how to do it. And the person will do the ibori for the person. you don't do ibori for yourself. They do it for you. I think because we've come into a time and generation where women can do their own hair on their head. They assume that ibori is the same thing. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna watch a couple of YouTube videos. I'm going to, yeah, that's how it was done. Yeah, I'm just going to, okay. So she said, hold it this way. Yeah, all right, I'll do. That's not how it's done. Ibori is a very deep spiritual thing. You're honoring your head. You are feeding your head with what you want, but you choose to do it yourself. I don't know about that. I'm not going to be party to it. Guys, be very careful what you listen to on TikTok. Don't get me wrong, there are so many useful information over there. However, I'm on TikTok myself. However, you have got to be careful. There's so many lunatics, retards on that platform. I'm not even being joking. I'm not even being mean. There are so many people who just, they should. Nah, this is part of the reasons why I keep to myself majority of the time, because one minute they sound like they know what they're saying, next minute they sound like a total retard. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Well, at least these ones, they made effort to ask. What about those who didn't ask? What about those who did not say anything? They just kept the information to themselves, and then they assume that they're going to do the work by themselves and going to see changes on result. What? I'm sure I have a few people who would argue with me. I do know somebody actually who would argue with me that you can do ibori for yourself. But you know what? Knock yourself out. I don't get into unnecessary argument with people. If you want to do it, go ahead. If that's what makes you happy. But ideally, find a professional who has been trained and taught the way of how these things are done. Okay? Who will do the proper process for you? Yeah, I'll address my case on this Q&A today. So, I will see you another time, my lovely people. Have a beautiful day. Stay blessed. Take care.